Sorry I'm late, y'all. I'm getting on now. I know I'm live. Wait a minute. We get live everywhere. All right. Don't give me no grief. Better late than never. The open eye optometrist is here. All right. Let me get my theme music on. Get my stuff out. Recording started. It's all good. All right. Go ahead, I want to give you a plan, baby. I like it with open eye now. All right. All right, I'm here. All right, that's the theme music going. Those of us that indulge in or commit intellectual violence don't do so for the pleasure of mental masturbation or deeper dignity. We do so because chains of oppression on people's minds are deep and difficult to remove. Excuse me. Let me get it straight. Good morning, my children of the sun. Welcome to the Open Eye. This is your third eye optometrist, Patrice Gibbs, right here on WHGE 95.3 FM, the education station. That's why you tuned in, ain't it, to get some education. Oh, don't you worry, I got some for you. That's right. Oh, we had a hell of a week this week, didn't we? With election day and this, that, and the other thing. Yes, indeed. The orange disaster is done. Yeah, he may not think so, but the orange disaster is done. And you know why he's trying to hold on, because that sucker going to jail soon we get him out of here. All right. First thing I got to address is some of our so-called conscious people who denigrate and berate those of us that vote. Some of you so-called woke people telling us not to vote because if you vote, you're Uncle Tom Handkerchief Head and you're just voting for nothing and your vote don't matter and all this. First of all, if your vote didn't matter, they wouldn't try so hard to stop you from voting. That's first of all. Second of all, now here's their reasoning for that. Is, you're going to vote for the Democrats. The Republicans ain't doing nothing for you. The Democrats ain't going to do nothing for you. Okay? Here's the thing. Everybody's well aware. When white America gets a cold, black America gets pneumonia. The stuff that happened to white America because of the orange disaster was just that much worse for black Americans. The economy was bad for white Americans unless you were an elite, rich white man. The economy was doubly bad for black people. That's what it is. Who we got in the house? Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, buddy. I wonder how I'm showing up over here. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, those of you that tune into the Open Eye, some of you younger people might have trouble believing this, especially if you watch the news at all. But there was once this guy named Walter Cronkite, the older people know who he was. He would read the news on television every weeknight. He didn't seem to have an agenda, or try to make anybody look bad or good. He would just read the news and then, get this, we would all just make up our own minds about what we thought. He didn't interview any smarmy, slimy, opinionated talking heads. He just read the news, matter of factly. And then he would sign off and shut up. You remember Walter Cronkite? Yes. Now, those of you that tune into the Open Eye, especially if you're new, let me break something down for you. The speed of communications is a wondrous thing to behold. It is also true that speed can multiply the distribution of information that we know to be untrue. The orange disaster depends on that. There's a quote from Edward R. Murrow, journalistic pioneer. In the current 24-second news cycle, information reaches the masses at blinding speed. Unfortunately, this information is often poorly researched and filled with falsehoods and misinformation. This leaves us with an uneducated, uninformed, misled, misinformed community. Mainstream media, which is completely corporate owned, has become nothing more than stenographers and mouthpieces for the powers that be, rarely exploring or investigating anything beyond what they are told. Mainstream journalism has become a joke, and the joke is fair and balanced reporting. Unfortunately, it's a joke on the uninformed, misinformed community. Edward R. Murrow said, I simply cannot accept that there are on every story two equal and logical sides to an argument. Let me read that again. I simply cannot accept that there are on every story two equal and logical sides to an argument. Fool, somebody's wrong. That's what that means. This fair and balanced is BS. Look, there are 1,500 newspapers, 1,100 magazines, 9,000 radio stations, 1,500 TV stations, 2,400 publishers owned by only 3 corporations. You think somebody's going to tell you the truth? Well, you'll get the truth if you come here. Welcome to the Open Eye radio show. Yeah. What is the Open Eye about? The Open Eye radio show is about keeping your vision clear. The Open Eye is about well-researched, accurate reporting and honest, fearless social political commentary free of corporate influence. I ain't scared of no damn body. Our community must have information not based on emotionalism, sensationalism, or manipulation, but information that is well analyzed, clear and concise, that will educate the community. We must control the propaganda. We understand the importance of this. It is for this reason we have decided to take on the responsibility of keeping our community informed. Join us every Saturday, 11 a.m. on WHGE 95.3 FM. Yeah, I know I said 11 a.m. I was a little late this morning, y'all. That's live radio for you. You never know what's going to go on. Anything can happen. But it's cool because I got you. Don't you worry about it. For those of you joining me on Facebook Live, thank you. If you ever wondered how these United States allow, supported, encourage, and thrive from the enslavement of humans, these election results should shed some light on that mystery. It's not much of a mystery. If you think about, this is the biggest turnout in the history of America. Joe Biden, y'all better come on with these election results before Uncle Joe falls asleep and forget what he was waiting for. If you ever wonder how these United States allow, supported, encourage, thrive from the enslavement of humans, like I said, the election results should shed some light on that mystery. Because half of the population, almost half of the population, half of the voters, voted for a misogynist, evil, narcissistic, corrupt, racist bastard. They didn't do so because he was good for the economy. They didn't do so because he moved the country forward. They did so for the simple fact that he hates the same people they hate. That's what it all boils down to. That's what it all boils. Did you see his spiritual advisor? Oh, there's something wrong with this woman. Oh, if you didn't see her, oh, go on my Facebook page. She's on there. That's where. What's up, Karen, Sherry? Good morning, Sherry. That's my favorite Facebook cousin. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, if you didn't see this woman, she's really sick. She is really sick. She was doing this prayer, to help the orange disaster stay in there. She is speaking in tongues and calling on Africa, and oh man. Now, this woman claims to be a Christian. How can you be a Christian in support of a narcissistic, egotistical, evil, corrupt bastard like the orange disaster? That's word. You know what? She going to hell with gasoline drawers on right along with that food. This is Over and I'm Patrice Gibbs. Look, I don't waste my time, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to convince no Trump supporters that the election wasn't rigged. Because that's what he's claiming now. There are still, these fools, they still waiting for Mexico to pay for that imaginary wall. Yeah, that's word. They still waiting for him to pay for that waiting for Mexico to pay for that imaginary wall. Now he's claiming that, the count is rigged and this, that, and the other. The count is not rigged. Here's what he wants you to do. Look, what he wanted was for when the count showed him ahead, that's it, stop the count, I won, that's it. Is that the craziest mess you ever had? That's like the ball, like the Celtics playing the 76ers. And in the middle of the second quarter, the Celtics get up to 53 to 43. So they say, oh, blow the whistle, that's it. We won. End of the game, that's it. We're here, we won. That's the dumb mess that you're dealing with this fool. That's word. Roger. Joining me in the station is my partner in consciousness, Nsoromma, our intellectual surgeon. And we have a special guest in the station.
Yeah, you're going to be on. Here, let me set you up.
Yeah, we got a special guest in the station.
This you look.
And that's my brother, Curtis. Say good morning to the people there, Curtis.
Good morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, buddy. What's this? Oh, yeah, I won't forget you, Karen. Let me make that announcement for Karen Watson right fast here. What is this? Harvest Fest Day at 2300 Bauer Street at Kingswood Community Center. What's the rest of that? I don't know if I can get the rest of that. Okay. It's going to be tomorrow at the Muslim Center of Wilmington at the 2100 Northeast Boulevard from 1:30 to 4. It's the Black and White Unite Harvest Fest Day. Oh, at the King, wait a minute. She's telling me two different events here. Karen, send me a text on it. That's what, at any rate, right? Like I was saying, the count is pretty much done. It's any second now. Biden's going to be declared the winner. He's going to be the next president. You can forget about it.
I told you Trump got a lot of money, man. You better quit playing, man. He's doing things that impossible things.
Yeah, I know he got a lot of money.
He can spend $1 billion on changing the person's mind. He got about 4 of them. Right?
It's a little too late, though. It's a little too late. That's where he's
done. This happened before. Didn't the Bushes and them come back and take it the last second? I mean, you gotta understand you can't count the tickets for these hats.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but now the Bushes, they had, you know, they had their plan a little bit more together.
Nah, they had somebody in position.
You
You know
know
what I'm saying?
Oh, on the Supreme Court.
No, I meant when all the tally came.
Oh, that that was in Florida.
Yeah,
that was in Florida.
They had the dude in Florida to change everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Florida was.
Well, what they had was they had somebody to throw out the hanging tag ballots and what have you. You know,
I'm like,
and then Gore.
So that can't be done again.
It's too late. Gore was a winner. Gore didn't stand up and say, "Nah, I ain't taking this, that, and the other." See, the orange disaster, you know, as much as I can't stand him, I will give him this. You know, he got bigger balls than a whole lot of people.
He got heart.
Yeah, he got a lot of nerve.
Don't care when you're dealing with money. You tend to not care about all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
you can pay for your problem to get rid of and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
That's what my favorite Facebook cousin Sherry said. Good morning, Sherry. Yeah, she said 45 followers voted for him because the country had a black man as president for 8 years, and it drove them crazy.
How it drive them crazy? It was the best time throughout it was the most peacefulest time.
It was a black man sitting in the White House,
and it was a black man doing it.
Yeah,
so
that was too much for them.
Problem with that, right?
Yeah, that was too much for them.
I don't care what the economy do and what all the other people think.
Mm-hmm.
We did not have a problem in America for 8 years.
No drama, Obama.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, now the first 4
I have
years
my problems with
Trump,
him.
He dropped the bomb as soon as he came into office on him.
Oh my God! You telling her like
you know
it is right there, bro.
I mean, you gotta understand what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a rich tyrant.
Yeah.
Yo, they like a pirate. You know what I mean? And to America.
That's what.
Like, what's the boy that's looking for the Moby Dick? What's his name?
Captain Ahab.
Man, he one of them, man.
Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. The Overnight is brought to you by the Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, the founders and builders of the Pearl Center, the veteran-specific apartment builder. Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, changing veterans' lives all over Delaware. What's up? Okay.
Yo, what's good? Yo, Dre. I see you, Dre. Hey, I know I'm late. Yeah, I'm always late. Talk about. Hey, yo, we got a topic for you today, so tune in. We chilling with the brother too. What's up, bro? How you doing?
How you doing, brother Kurt? I got my brother on here. For those of y'all that can't see him on the camera, we'll be back on there.
Scoot in some more so you can get in that one too.
Yeah, swing around that way.
Mic. Yeah, that's the position right there.
There you go. Yeah, okay. Here we are. We're back on the air here. Okay. Now you know, the orange disaster was telling him to stop the count, and of course his followers are doing everything they can. They even rushed one of the convention centers or wherever they were counting. I think it was. I want to say it was in Philadelphia, but I'm not sure. But what did happen in Philadelphia was armed men were arrested in Philadelphia who were trying to deliver fake ballots. So they were going to go to the convention center and say, "Hey, yeah, y'all take these ballots. We brought them. We armed. And we brought them under arm."
And they all was fake.
And they was all fake.
And they all was Trump's Ku Klux Klan members.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand. I told you earlier too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing for Trump to go. It was a miscount.
Oh, he's gonna do that.
You know why?
Oh, he's already saying
that. If you find any ballots in the trash, and like you just said, send somebody there act like they got some, and it's fake.
Yeah.
So how many of this has been going on? Now the question's in the air.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's all he wants. Trump is a question in the air person.
Yeah.
And when it's in the air,
like I said, he already did that. Matter of fact, what he did was he's already filed several lawsuits in the states where, you know, that he needs to win.
Right. He's pulling some spring plan.
Oh, yeah. That's what he's claiming. But those lawsuits were thrown out.
But still, he can appeal that. Thrown out don't mean nothing.
You can appeal
anything, dog.
There's no appeal on these.
You can appeal anything.
You might can appeal anything, but there's no appeal on these.
Why not?
Because once they've been thrown out, they've been declared frivolous lawsuits. They're not legal lawsuits. They're political lawsuits, and the law has provisions for that. And
that's been thrown out. You don't think he can come at it at a different angle?
Oh, he's not going to give up.
Oh, of course. That's what I'm saying. This is a not give up guy. Oh, yeah. So just because that was thrown out,
he's going to come with something else.
That's the end.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's plenty
but
ways
I'm going to tell you how it's going
to hold up on everything. He just keeps saying stuff.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to get.
What? He going to get the hell out of there.
He's going to get the hell out of there. The U.S. Marshals will roll up in there and drag his orange disaster ass up out of there.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
America.
Yeah, sorry.
Listen.
Yeah. You know, now I tell you something else with these Trump supporters. All right, and this is the terrorism they putting down, because they're trying to put down some terrorism.
Listen, it's 2020. If I feel terrorized by something, I'm definitely getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So, America better be careful.
Yeah, they better.
Because we as a black unity is about to stand up and don't be upset. You know what I'm saying? That's just on real. You know what I mean?
That's right. Well, residents of a California city with a majority non-white population has accused supporters of the orange disaster of intimidation that they took part in a large caravan on Sunday. Police say as many as 350 vehicles took part in a parade which began at the Marin County Vintage Oaks Shopping Center in Novato and ended at the Gateway Shopping Center in Marin City on Sunday. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, local residents reported that the supporters used racist language, including towards children, while taking part in the parade just days before the election. One person said, "I'm concerned about Marin City because it's the only black community in Marin, and there's only one entrance and one exit." That's bad right there.
That's how that's a prison.
Are they going to attack us in the future? What was their point? Were they trying to make a statement? Damn right they were trying to make a statement. You damn right they was trying to. It felt like local terrorism, especially since it was Sunday, which is a holy day for the black community. Okay, if this is what is happening on November 1st, then what's going to happen on the 3rd or the 4th and after the election? The parade was met with counter-protesters, including reports of physical altercations and eggs being thrown at the Trump supporters. You know what? Why don't y'all drive down through Compton? You're going to get more than some goddamn eggs thrown at your ass. You believe that? And that's something, they're going to come driving through your community. Oh, hell no.
Yo, it's nothing for our people in our community to, retaliate to the point that, we become violently active. You know what I'm saying? See, I was in a race war before. You know what I'm saying? I understand how bad it is. I'm 53 years old. You know what I'm saying? Through the blessings. So, me knowing that, the what is it? The segregation.
Segregation days.
Our first day at school, we was in a racial wars at school, and we was only trying to get education. You know what I'm saying? Now this is for our survival.
Yeah. This
is the survival of the black community and brown people, because they think that they control everything. When it's deeper than that. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? What about when the aliens come attack and you need all the humans to come together? You want to bring the racist stuff into effect? No, they want you to help them out. They want you to run first and be first in line and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? I hear you and I hear what you're saying. But when I hear what you're saying about, are we all going to come together against the aliens? You got to remember this. We as a people will sell each other out with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? You think about brothers like Fred Hampton. What happened to Fred Hampton? A brother gave the FBI and the police the layout of his apartment so they could go in there and assassinate him.
But you got to understand,
you know how much he did that?
And the yang, right?
And you know how much he did that for?
How much?
$300.
I know
he sold out
for less. Man.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Now I'm gonna tell you, as far as the aliens go, you know what the Earth is? It's like a ghetto tourist trap. They ride by,
Ghetto
but they,
Tourist Trap.
yeah.
That's our next song.
I heard that. I heard that. I heard
Americans
that.
Ghetto Tourist Trap. And yo,
You know, the aliens
Ghetto
ride by, right? Here's the scene. An alien father driving his family by the earth, right?
Yeah.
The son said, "Hey, Dad, can we go out and can we, get out here and see what we got with them? See what's up with them?" He said, "Oh, hell no. We're purple. They can't get it down straight with black and white.
Right.
Get the hell out of here. No, we ain't stopping there." Shit. And look, just to give you an idea how they can't get it right with black and white. That was a nice segue into that. Thank you, brother. All right. Just the comparisons. When white smoke weed, they stoners and hippies.
Right.
When black smoke weed, they thugs. When whites are on welfare, they poor. When blacks are on welfare, they lazy. Girls going wild, it was just the good old days of college. Black women twerking, you's a hell. White man can't find a job, it's because the economy is bad. Blacks can't find a job because they're dependent. White country bombing brown countries, they bringing them some democracy. September the 11th, terrorism. Whites torch cops' cars and destroy property after a baseball game. They're just being rowdy. Blacks torch cops' cars and destroy property after a cop gets away with killing an unarmed black person. They're savages. White people in corporate positions of power, they got their food hard work. Now, black person in a corporate position of power, it was affirmative action. Now, I'll go back to this part where it said about the welfare.
Yeah.
I saw this white guy, he was real upset when he saw some people in the supermarket in the line ahead of him. And he was getting food with the EBT card, with food stamps. The EBT card. He was real upset about that.
Wow.
Now, he didn't know what their situation was or, what their financial situation was, how they got where they are, or none of that. All right. All he knew was he saw some people getting some food with some food stamps when he had to work hard, and he was, just barely making ends meet or whatever. Okay, I understand you was just barely making ends meet. But first of all, you mad at the wrong damn people. You got a problem with some people that are getting some government assistance to feed their family. But at the same time, you don't have a problem with the government giving corporate subsidies to mega farms that are paying not to grow food. You don't have a problem.
He didn't even understand that. What you just said. I mean, that went over his head. That type of talk goes over people's head like that.
Right.
So they wouldn't even comprehend what you just said.
How about
to
that?
break down what you just said is they pay farmers not to grow food.
Right.
You understand? And that went over his head.
Big time.
And it goes over a lot of people's heads that's ignorant to the fact that that's all they see. It's my hard-earned money and you doing this. You don't know if he was in a car accident. You don't know if
how he got
you don't know if he handicapped. You don't know nothing.
Right.
So people like that. I look at people like that. If it was me in that situation, he said that to me, I'd have told him to shut the F up.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Man, shut up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I seen another situation where the people, I just got news that Biden is now the president-elect. There were
Hold up. I got news that Trump didn't miss. Biden fumbled. Biden fumbled. Trump still off.
I'm not sure what state it is, but yeah, But at any rate, I'll go back to this thing with the food stamps, where this couple saw a young man getting food with food stamps, and when he got outside, they didn't like that he had steak and some other stuff in there. And so they decided to start taking some stuff out of his car.
It would have been so many uppercuts that I would start throwing at that time.
Woo.
I would become physical.
Oh, big time.
Point.
Big time.
Very physical.
Oh, most definitely, brother.
They
Most
would have caught
definitely.
like all kind of left and right uppercuts, hooks.
Man, I'd have been
I
doubling
mean,
up on the left.
Yo,
It would have been it would have been
I
bruises
think
and
people
contusions.
can sense people that won't respond like
Right.
that. I
Right.
think that kind of thought and people
You know who to mess
thought,
with.
Yeah, they know who to mess
They
with.
know who to mess with.
And when they don't, they be stretched out and they remember the next time they will never do that again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
I like to be
That's
them
right.
examples for people like that.
Yeah.
So
And
please
I had this.
act like you want to run up on me like that.
Because I had one of them Trump supporters run up on me a couple of months ago. You remember that?
Yeah.
I had my hand all wrapped up. And you gonna come run up on me talking about effing nigger. Effing N-word.
Or beat button and stuff. Sorry. But nah, man, it's crazy, man.
It is.
That America is right now in 2020, and we're still talking about the racial aspect of our country instead of the progress forward for the future for our children.
Right.
That really just tears me like a new frame. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's like, I mean, America pushed this instead of that. Just kills me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what kind of people that's in position of power, that 1%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely feel you, bro. You know, it's just, you would think, like you said, by this day and time. But, you know, like I broke down last time, it's so crazy because you would think, like you said, in this day and time,
right? Not only that,
people would wake up.
Black people would not even let this be even thought to happen to us. But yet it's like, oh man, they still, no, you ain't supposed to let none of that go and none of that happen to you, and you stand firm. And if so, we become our own entity, which we're supposed to be anyway. Like the Italians, like the whites, like the Puerto Ricans, like the Dominicans. The black race is the only one that's at the bottom of the totem pole.
But
and
that's by design.
Right. And it's by design.
It is by design. Because, you know, from just take, like we were talking about farming. All right. From 1950 to 1969, over 6 million acres of land was legally confiscated from about 98% of the so-called Negro farmers of the USA.
Right. They just went over there and just took their land. And
they
like they own it. They stealers. They thieves.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? America is a big giant crook.
You know, and you know, and I often tell you what the old saying, the old warning is.
What?
About black economic success.
Okay.
What the old folks said. I gotta clean it up.
The old folks say, because
the old folks said,
they put so much in my head.
I heard that. What the old folks said is, there's nothing a white man with a penny hates more than a black man with a nickel.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a time in the USA when black Americans actually did get together, build their own businesses, institutions, and resources.
They burned it down.
And they were killed for that. Black Americans' unity was and still is seen as a threat. Remember what J. Edgar Hoover said. J. Edgar Hoover was asked, what was the greatest threat to America? He didn't say drugs. He didn't say the mafia. He didn't say the crime in the street. He said the biggest threat to America is black unity.
And I just got the text that Joe is president.
All right. Congratulations to Delaware's own former senator, President-elect Joe Biden.
I owe my boy R 20 hours. I'm gonna give it to you, homie. I'm gonna give you 20 hours.
I heard that.
Trump gonna pull a Mr. Remy, damn and Yandy, and come back. But we really won't know, right? Until he
he's gonna put his lawsuits in and this, that, and the other. Like I said, the orange disaster is not gonna give up.
Nah, I don't think it's that easy either.
The overnight WHGE 95.3 FM.
Yeah. It's him, Miss Hughes. It's him.
Hey, Miss Hughes.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden in the building. Good for Joe. I'm glad he's out. Remove the Trumpster. That's right. I've been saying that. Stand up. No, man. Yeah.
Pennsylvania took him over the top. Okay. All right.
You know Trump gonna say miscount.
Oh yeah, he gonna say that.
You know what I mean?
Oh, he gonna say that. That's what.
First,
Oh, he's
first
most
time in
definitely
history,
going to say that.
the presidential thing has been reclaimed again. And it's something crazy gonna happen, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's going to do something dumb. That's what we ain't worried about it. That's Fun All Day by Mr. Gibbs. Where can you get that at, bro?
It's on any streaming site, any streaming service. Mr. Gibbs,
Yes,
Fun All Day. Type it in and you go straight to it.
All right.
Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, any
Right.
streaming net service.
Mm-hmm. You know, until the lion tells his story, the story of the hunt will always favor the hunter. You know, I agree and understand that slavery interrupted African history. The accomplishments made, the societies established, the slave trade that changed the face of Africa and depleted the population. I also agree that the stories of the slave era need to be told. Because, these stories are examples of our resilience in the face of great adversity.
That's right, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shows a lot of the strength that we as a people have inside of us that we don't even know we have.
That's right.
To endure what's been, oppressed upon us.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but these stories must be told so that we understand what happened to us and why we are in the condition that we're in now. Our mentality, our position in American society. You know,
let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's dwell on that a little bit.
Yes, indeed.
First of all, first thing you do when they do when you go to the state hospital is what? Give you some Thorazine.
That's right.
And when they give you that Thorazine, the Thorazine manipulates your mind.
That's what it does.
And it just then you are physically state hospitalian. You know what I'm saying? You are really official when you get that needle and they put that Thorazine in you.
That's why I wouldn't go.
So now in America, that needle has been put in us mentally.
Mentally,
you know what I'm saying?
Great analogy, brother.
Yeah,
that's what it is done. And so what we have and what we're dealing with is post-slavery disorder.
Right, and they haven't. And they, as America, haven't recognized us as being TPSD,
right?
Post-traumatic stress syndrome, but it's just from their doing. Right now, that should be part of the Black reparation. I think it should be a program designed for every Black person to deal with our mental health. Yes. To deal with our mental issues that we have inside.
That's word. Because let me tell you how this mental health manifests, right? And this is broken down by Dr. Joy DeGroot. And she was explaining how these two friends, one black, one white, right? These two black boys, and they're at a school assembly with their mothers. And the black mother recognized that the young white kid had great accomplishments in school. He was doing very well in school. He's getting A's and this, that, and the other. And he's looking at some scholarships on the academic level of school and what have you. Okay, great. But then the white woman recognized something. She said, wait a minute. Your son doing better than my son. There's 5 colleges after him. It's this, it's that. His accomplishments are unbelievable. The black woman said, oh, this boy is a mess. He's hard to deal with, this, that, and the other, And the black boy is like, why ain't my mom praising me? Well, that comes from slavery. Because, see, during slavery days, right? A mother would say to the slave master who said, oh, that boy come along fine there, Manny. Oh, no, he ain't right, master. He stumbles. He can't think. He don't talk well, and all this, that, and the other.
And it's coming from the mom.
And it's coming from the mom, talking to the slave master. Because she didn't want him to sell her child. So she denigrated him before the white man. Because she didn't want him to sell her child.
Right.
She would do the same thing with her daughter.
It was a reason for her. Her downgrading this for her son.
It was protective denigration.
Okay.
And it
But
was
the
same
kid
thing.
don't know that.
The kid don't know that.
Right. So the kid is seeing a different angle of
Right.
it anyway.
So he's damaged by
Right.
that.
Right.
You know, before he really has a chance to understand that. Okay?
People can hurt you protecting you also.
Yeah, they
And
can.
not realize that.
And not realize.
So,
But you know, I can understand her doing that.
right.
Because like I said, she didn't want her child
depending
sold.
on the situation and your circumstances that you may
Right.
you may be in. Yeah.
And that's in our mother's DNA.
Right.
But to protect their son.
Or
And they
daughter.
protect him by making it seem like he ain't all that. Because this is what they think is going to keep him safe.
But that's not what's going to keep him safe.
No. But that's in their DNA. That's in their
What's going to keep him
mindset.
safe is he's going to keep him safe.
He's going to keep him safe.
And
But see, a lot of mothers do offset that. A lot of parents do offset that. And they offset that by when they're home telling us, you're a prince, you're going to be a king, this, that, and the other.
You say that all the time. That's
Yeah.
not an off and on switch. If you think of a person as a nice person, you let the person know, I think you're a nice person, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
But like I
it,
said,
you don't got to say it all the time.
no.
But it's a show thing, an appreciation thing.
Mm-hmm.
Words is not always needed in a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the fact that, okay, if you got a good math score and you did good on your test, and I know you like this particular game, I'm going to come home with the game and go, yo, that's good for you. Boom. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to get the game. That's just the appreciation that you're doing a good job.
But let's not lose the point. The point is why she does that. The damage that's actually been done to her as a mother from slavery, that she feels the need to protect her child with protective denigration.
Right.
You know,
I
it's because of
see
the damage
single black
done.
women today
Mhm.
doing that to their kids, and I like
Why?
I get on them. I would say something about it, like,
Yeah.
yo, don't really talk to him like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like really too young to understand. Get over here, you always stupid, just like your
that's
father.
that energy.
I mean,
That's
that same
energy.
energy is damaging energy. Then you
Right.
wonder why he go out here and give that same energy
Right.
to.
But where that energy come from? That's the point. The point is that energy comes
His DNA.
from her DNA. That's from her DNA. To be hard on, it's something that on the plantation and after slavery, when black women would still go and care for white children, they would be so kind to them, and this, that, and the other, and seemingly harsh with their own children. But their motivation was once again that protecting.
You know, that kind of only lies in like American black people, brown people. That I see a difference in like Jamaican people and Haiti people. Then there's still people of color, but they have true universal love, and we Americans just have no love, really. It's like we have it, but it's very protective, like you said. So it's not the love that can connect the universe. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Language.
Yeah, that's why we
It's
have
their language.
It's
Because we are such a unique people in the world. There's no other people, whether they're black people, people of color, or whatever, in the world like black people. Because there's no people that suffered the vestiges of slavery and the terrorism, the Jim Crowism, segregation, and what have you, on the level that we did. We are really totally unique people. First, they murdered our true black leaders. And they did so knowing that our youth would then consider black celebrities as being their informal leaders.
Right.
You know?
And that's where we as a black community lose our historian essence.
Right, historical essence. And then they created and promoted the gangster rap genre. And I don't even like to say gangster rap because gangster rap had a level of consciousness. I say thug rap. Okay? And this was used to steer, but black celebrity rappers to steer our culture. This is how white social scientists socially engineered our culture away from unifying black pride movement of the 60s 70s, 80s, even up into the 90s. When we used to call ourselves brothers and sisters, what's happening blood, because we thought we all had that same blood within us. So now we call ourselves the N word and the B word, and perceiving ourselves as being our own worst enemies.
Because we are.
Yeah, but this has been socially engineered.
And designed, most definitely.
Yeah.
And for us, like as three conscious brothers,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have to be the foundation of the demonstration that they see, starting with just 3 people, and then they go from my 3, your 3, and then and the effect goes out like that.
Word.
But people have to be willing to receive that.
Right.
If they are not, it's going to go over their head.
It's going to go over
again.
their
Once again, just like the analogy when you told about,
the corporate welfare.
The corporate welfare that they put into the government. They don't understand the height of the deception of what's going on to us.
No,
some people only see what's in front of them and they take it that far, and then it's the next that far. And we
can't see beyond there.
You can't see 16, 17 years from now what you want to say on this Tuesday. I mean, even try to vision that your mind, you don't know how that expansion that'll how you really messed up.
Yeah, it will.
Just not that's what they do. They take our dreams and dampen them. Kids don't even dream. Yo, what you want to be? We used to say, oh, I want to be this. I want to have that car. That's my car right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do not see none of that no more.
No. So what do they say now? I just want to live. I was telling my boy.
They say, yo, I want to get that new PSK 413.
Yeah.
That thing shoot 14 rounds a second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They on war, which they should be, because we're at war.
But they're on war with the wrong people.
Right, but they're at war with the wrong people, and that's with themselves.
I was telling my boy that when I was 20, 21, right? Furthest thing from my mind
was a gun.
A gun and life insurance. I ain't thinking about needing no life insurance when I was 20, 21, because at that age I was invincible and I thought I was going to live forever.
Right.
These young people don't think that. They thinking at that age I'll be lucky to make 25.
Right.
19.
I'll be lucky to live to 19.
And that's crazy, and
that's sad.
That's only in the brown and black community.
Yeah.
Because in the white community, their kids, they have dreams. They have the assets and the tools that make them happen. I mean, we don't have a lot of the things that we're supposed to have. And
we're not saying that it's all of us in that mindset, but way too many.
Right.
Way too many. We're not saying it's all. That's what, but way, way too many. Now, America's problem, which a lot of people don't understand, is that American white people want America to be a failed state. Now, that might sound crazy to you, but America's problem can be reduced to the following. White Americans want America to be a failed state, and that is its fundamental, deep, long-standing problem. That is how America ended up here more than a half a century of white hostility to any kind of social progress whatsoever, which resulted in social collapse and culminated in Trumpism.
Now, my thing is, all right, we got all this racist stuff going on here now, and we ain't paying attention to the country. Russia come over here and then strip everything. Everything become a Russian language. Everything become Russian
Chinese.
everything or Chinese. And then what? Then what them so-called white supremacists is going to do then? I mean, are they going to treat them the same way? You better think further than you know what I'm saying.
That's right. You got to look far beyond.
You know what I mean? Like,
you got to look far beyond what you can see.
We are really at war outside of our own country also. It's like we got like 6, 7 wars going on that they ain't telling the American people, and you know what I'm saying. Plus, this racial war amongst each other,
amongst our own,
right?
And what have you. Now, like I was saying, the armed disaster. You know, his supporters talking about they're going to surround the White House and they ain't going to let me tell you something. I saw a brother in the army.
Ain't that terrorism, man?
Yeah, that's terrorism. It's unlawful.
But however it go down to it, it's terrorism and he's promoting terrorism.
And that's what he's doing.
Man. He should be locked up for just that.
Just that, right? So like I said, his supporters going to surround the White House and they ain't going to allow him to be removed.
Every one of the supporters should be locked up or shot.
What's going to happen is the U.S. military going to come down there and say, look, y'all might have been running around in the woods shooting at some targets and what have you, but you ain't ready for us. We are well trained. We will take you down. We got guns that can shoot in the dark and around the corner. You better get your ass up out of here. Yeah. They're going to give them a chance. And when they don't, they're going to take it down.
Black people a chance.
Well, yeah,
they come out there and start shooting on blacks.
Oh, yeah.
They get the whole army to come out there and then they still talking to white people.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's the unequalness in America that makes
the
it
injustice.
The injustice in America that makes it the fight what it is today. Right now.
That's exactly what they do, bro.
That demonstration right there.
You know, well.
Yo,
hey, Manny. Manny said, bring him on camera. Say hi to Manny, bro. Manny Brown.
Hey, Brown, what's happening next door neighbor?
Yes, indeed.
Manny.
That's right. We gonna do something about these cameras in here sooner or later, y'all. We working on it. Give us a chance. Live radio, like I said. In no time we'll go down with the live radio. But we're gonna get it right here. What's this up here? Get that out of there. Okay, oh shit.
Yeah, I got.
WHGE 95.3 FM. Yeah, sorry to cut that short, y'all. But we get ready to get out of here in a few. Yeah, you know, that was Nsoromma.
Yeah. That Rona.
Who named that song, brother?
Yo, brother, named that song. Yo, thank you, brother.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, bro. Yes,
thanks to Priscilla
and
Thomas, you know what I'm saying? There's features on that.
All right.
Yeah,
that Rona. All right, well, we're going to close it out. We'll give my little rant here before we go. And I say but I mean we. And I'm talking about the way we do what we do. Come on in the zone. We in the zone. That's where we at. It's not easy being there. All right? Talking about Nsoromma and I on open house.
Right.
We've been in the zone before, and sometimes we can't define and understand it, but most times we don't even realize we in the zone. Most times we didn't stay in the zone long because it's not easy to stay in the zone. It takes a lot of self-discipline. It's no place for the soft-hearted because you got to speak up and tell it like it is, and that's tough.
Right.
Real hard to do because we don't really want to hear it like it is. And you can't play it off like you never worn those muddy shoes because eventually you're going to meet someone else in the zone who will expose you.
Right.
When you're in the zone, the faint-hearted tend to shy away from you. People keep their 2 cents to the damn self. Keep them in their pockets. Liars bust out with the truth from fear of being exposed. Those who like to say something to have something to say, something ain't got nothing to say.
At all.
Because we're in the zone. This is actually a great place to be. That's why when you're there, you got to be real with it. And damn the consequences of being honest with yourself and those around you. Yeah, we in the zone, baby. That's right. It's the key to our clear perspective, straight up attitude, and sense of fair play, generosity, integrity, and spiritual sincerity. We're in the zone.
And yo, I think judges should have that, and they don't.
Mm.
Because they be doing, if their wife made them mad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll take it out on you. You just going to court. When you put on that and you become justice, you're supposed to be in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
WHGE 95.3 FM.
And as I always tell you, destiny determines who enters your life, but you decide who stays. Therefore, value those who value you, and don't treat those as a priority who treat you as an option. I'm Patrice Gibbs.
Nsoromma. WHGE 95.3 FM. Yaga!
All right, all right.
Yo, you know what it is? Yo, Rich, what's good? I see you. DR. Yo, thanks for tuning, y'all.